All right. So good morning, and today we are going to explore together the TinkerCad workshop, how to integrate 3D in our curriculum. I just remind you that while teaching topics in computer science, like TinkerCad 3D, we are in somehow aligned with what we call the STEAM teaching that asks for science, technology, engineering, art, and math. And TinkerCad, as you will see right now, it's an amazing platform created online, where we can, it's divided into 3 main sections, which are the 3D design that we are going to manipulate today, circuit, and code block. As you know, since it is an online application, so you are asked to sign in by typing tinkercad.com. In a few minutes, I will be asking you to go in parallel with me in order to practice some projects. So by logging to tinkercad.com and by choosing the sign in option, you will be asked to even sign in with your email or your username, or by selecting sign in with Google in case you have a Google account or your students have a Google account. So the first section, it will be dedicated to create 3D models. And today we are going to discover a secure and safe educational scope and sequence technique that will help special teachers to start with this chapter, or with this skills that are included in our books. Actually, we've added in grade 6, and it will be added for the other grades. Of course, you can later on, I will remind you to ask me to deliver you the extra worksheets developed in order to help you teach this section. So the second part is circuits, and for those who were with us yesterday and while we did the Arduino workshop, if you remember, we've worked on Autodesk TinkerCad, the circuit part, where we can animate and create electronic circuit in order to understand more how to build electronics, what is the world of IoT, machine learning, and artificial intelligence. And the third part that I will be introducing today is the most amazing part in our curriculum, which is the code blocks, where you can, by joining programming or coding skills with 3D concept, to create automated 3D creation. So in other words, you are going to create a program in Scratch or in blocks, and this program will be executing the creation of a 3D model. Here, math, engineering, geometry, logic, measurement, creativity, programming, all those skills will be included in this part. But of course, we have to just one second. There is people who are asking me. All right. So after that, at the end of the session also I will, because I'm going to start my workshop. So I'll be asking you to follow us on I'll be asking you to follow us on our social media networks on Facebook and Instagram. Since there we started and we are going to, I'm giving you the link on the chat. Since there you can find example or exercises in different topics, and even you can send us the projects of your students in order to promote them on our social media network. So I will be moving to TinkerCad, just to focus a little bit on which browser I will be using in order to okay. All right. So as I said before, once, and if you want to, if you have the possibility to work with me, you can do it. Hope my my internet will help me today. Okay, great. So I will not log out from my session and then log in order not to lose time. But I think you will be able to sign in and to go inside this application. So directly I will create my new design, a new project. As you can see, you have the work plan that you have on your screen. From the top left corner, you have a 3D box where you can move and turn all around to see your construction. And on the right, you have the shapes that you are going to create. Here, of course, you have the basic shapes, and you have other shapes that your students can select from. But of course, what I advise you is to keep on the basic shape sections, so since it's reduced to few elements that are a must or a need to understand the concept of the creation of 3D. So in a classic way, I will be start moving the cube, the red cube, and directly when you place it on the work plane, you will have the different properties of which are the length, the width, the height, and so on. But if you even if you click on the cube without going and modifying the values here, by clicking on any of the points that are all around the object, by clicking once, you can go directly and select and change the value from here. So it's a second way of modifying the properties of the cube. So by clicking here on this small point, I can change the width and the height. Of course, you can see that you have a small arc all around down the cube and in front and on the right. Here it's made in order to make a rotation of the object. And finally, you have a small black triangle. Once you click on this triangle, okay, you can move up your mouse, and of course you can see that there is what we call the elevation from the work plan that you can modify. If I click here and I type 10 centimeter, so the block will be raised 10 centimeter from the work plan. Of course, you can change the color. you can change the rotation. As you can see here, I can make it, for example, 45 degrees. So all the options of manipulating an object are here. I believe that those manipulations are really simple for you. So what I'm going to do now is to start introducing how to create a hole in objects and how to combine objects and to duplicate in order to create projects in a faster way. So I'll be taking again, let's say this cube. I will place it on my work plan. Of course, I can move left and right, and I can turn it all around in order to see it from different perspective. I'll be moving a cylinder. Okay, I will turn it 90 degrees. I will change its size by manipulating the mouse. I will raise it like 10 centimeters from down, and 10 maybe it's too much. I will raise it for 5 only, and I will move it in order to touch the cube. If you look down to the shadow on the work plan, you can see the moment the cylinder will touch the cube. So now if you turn a little bit, you can see that those two objects are touching the surface. So if I go again and take it down inside the cube, you can see that the cube or the cylinder is inside the cube. So in order to create a hole inside this red cube, all I have to do is to transform this cylinder into hole, as you can see here. So now if I turn a little bit, you can see that the cylinder is like a hole. I will select by pressing on the shift, of course, the red cube. Now both objects are selected. All you have to do is to click on the group icon, which is Ctrl+J, and you can see that by using this cylinder, I've created a hole in the cube. I will take another example by taking a cylinder, by taking a sphere. I will make it up a little bit. I will place it in this corner. I will turn it, I will turn my construction back. Okay, I will transform my sphere to a hole. I will select the cube. I will click on the group, and as you can see now, I have another form of my cube, which is the combination of, I have many chats. Please, for your questions, you can send your questions on the chat, and later I will try to answer them. Regarding the certificate of participation, I will send you a link later on to fill a Google form. It's a better way in order to organize all your records in order to print your certificate. For those who are asking me when we will be receiving the certificate of participation, promise I will be doing them, but once I finish, since it's a critical procedure and it will take a little bit time from us. So once we finish those tech days, we will be delivering the certificate of participation. So as I said before, my cube now has a shape of what you are seeing, including 2 holes. Okay, now I can click again and I can change the color I want. So the main idea that I'm trying to show you right now is how to manipulate an object, how to merge two objects in order to create holes and to place them in an accurate position the way I want. Now I will be showing you, before start creating, let's say, few ideas of objects. So I will be trying to show you how I can duplicate a specific item in order I want to make it like in a form of repetition. So I'll be taking again a box. I'll be changing the width. Okay, as you can see here, it's a little bit like a wall. Okay, and then I will click on the duplicate and repeat. I will click once. It's really a critical manipulation. It's simple, but you have to know how to manage it. So once I select this red block, I will click on duplicate and repeat. Already the object is duplicated over the first one. I will move it as much as I want. And once it's done, I will start clicking on the duplicate items, and it will be repeated by respecting the same space. If I want to make it faster, I will select the whole, all the 5 objects now. I will click on duplicate. I will move them to place them like this. And by clicking on this button again, as you can see now, I'm duplicating the objects 5 by 5 and not 1 by 1. So it's another way to repeat a specific item. Let's say if you are creating a garden and you will be asked to create the border of your garden. So not to create object by object, so you can proceed in this way. So as a recap, what we've done till now is how to change the properties of a, I will delete all of them now. So as a recap, how to create how to place an object, how to change its properties, how to transform it as a whole, how to merge 2 objects in order to create a whole or to combine two objects together, and how to duplicate. Another thing I have to remind you of is, for example, if you want to combine 2 objects without creating a whole. So as you can see here, if I place, for example, the roof, okay, and you know that this object, the height of it is 20 centimeters, as you can see on your screen. So logically speaking, I have to elevate the roof for 20 centimeters. So I click on this small black triangle and I raise it for 20 centimeters. I change a little bit the angle of view and I will move it in order to place it. And look here how I've created exactly like a house with the rooftop. If you want to combine them once for all, you can click on this you can select the 2 objects and you can click on combine, and then as you can see now, if I click on one object, it's one object, sorry, excuse me. So you can change the color. So now it's not a cube and a rooftop, it's one object. And normally I cannot, maybe if I click on the ungroup, okay, I can group, make the group and ungroup the moment I want. Of course, here you have the button align. I mean, if you take another object, and this is like an advanced feature in TinkerCAD. So as you can see, this object and this one are not really aligned. Instead of making the alignment, let's say manual, and we cannot make it 100%, we are not sure that it will be 100% aligned. I will select the two objects and I will click on align. And as you can see, you have what we call the black circles all around that will show you how to make the alignment. So if I place my mouse on this, it will be middle align. If you click on or you place your mouse on this black circle, you will see that the box will be left aligned with the house. So that's it. Like this, you will be 100% sure that the two objects are left aligned without taking time to do this. So I will delete this object. I will ungroup the two objects and will try to make my first project. You can work with me in parallel if you want, in order to start creating something which is a little bit more or less advanced. So I will zoom a little bit. I will change the angle of rotation and we'll try to create a door for this house. So what I will be doing, I will be moving a box. I will be, of course, I will be making it a little bit smaller. As you can see, I'm changing its property manually without typing. I can do it, no problem. I will insert it a little bit in the one facade of the house. I will transform it to a hole. Then I will select the big red box and the door, and I will click on group. And like you can see, now I've created a door. Of course, it's not aligned center with the house. It's not a problem. Same technique you will be using in order to, let's say, to create a window. So I will be making a little bit smaller, as you can see, and then I will turn a little bit round. Of course, I have to make it higher. Then I will change the angle of my view and will move it. You can see the shadow on the work plan. Now it touches the cube. I can make it a little bit inside. I can transform it to a hole. I will select the cube and I will combine the two objects, and like that, I'm doing a window. Now I will be moving to show you, for example, how to create a stairs next to the third wall. So what I'll be doing, I'll be taking another cube. I will be transforming it to a small stair. I will change its color to make it a little bit clear. Okay, I will place it in order to touch the third wall. I will change my angle of rotation. Hope you are, my explanation is clear. I don't know if you are reaching to practice with me. I will make it, excuse me, sorry, I have to move it a little bit. Okay, so what I will be doing right now, I will select the stair. I will click on the duplicate. I will be using the mouse to move it a little bit and to raise it, as you can see. And then after, I will click and duplicate many times, and automatically you can see that the stairs are created without any effort. Okay, so those manipulation will be funny for students, will be excited, and they will enjoy creating different models they want to improve, in order to improve themselves. Of course, this program, the TinkerCad, if you have the 3D printer, could be executed on a 3D printer, but as you all know, that realizing many projects for different students on the 3D printer will be a tough procedure, since the procedure is slow for that. Okay, so I'll be trying to give you another example, which is to create like a table. Okay, so I'll be taking a cylinder, I'll be changing the volume of the cylinder, I will make it high. Okay, I have to duplicate 3-4 times this cylinder to make the of the table. So I will click on duplicate, I will make it, I will place it here, I will select both cylinders, I will click on duplicate, and I will place them. Maybe I did a mistake, excuse me. Okay, I did a mistake. I will repeat it again. So I will select the 2 cylinders, I will click on duplicate, and then after I will move them by using the keyboard keys. Now the 4 cylinders are created. I will create the top of the table. Of course, it will be like one centimeter thin. I will check again the height of the cylinder, which is 9 centimeter. So I will click on my top, and I will raise it for, sorry, I will raise it for 9 centimeters. I will move it, and as you can see, I can place it exactly. Now it's time to change the width and the height in order to fit 100% on the table. I can turn it in the different ways in order to see if it fits 100% or not. Okay, so those simple manipulation, as you can see, they will develop creativity skills for students. Okay, and will make them think about new projects and new ideas. A new manipulation that I will be showing you right now is how to create an empty box, which is really an amazing manipulation that you can explore with your students. So I will be taking again a box. Okay, I will be duplicating the box exactly the same dimension. Okay, I will change the width and the length by, let's say, 2 centimeters. I mean here, by taking 18 centimeter by 18 centimeter, you can see that the smaller box it's inside. Okay, and it has 18 centimeter width and height. You can make it a little bit higher in height than 20 centimeter. Like that, when you will be transforming it to a whole, and when you will be selecting the big box and you will be clicking on the group, look how you've created an empty box. But as you can see, maybe it's a mistake, maybe not. Maybe you need to make it like this. So it's one scenario in order to make it, let's say, 90 degrees. So look how now it's created empty from both sides. But if you want, I will make the undo. But if you want, excuse me, if you want to keep the bottom of the box closed, not like I did right now, it's open from both sides, bottom and top. What you will be doing, very simple, you will be moving up the box like for 2 centimeters, just 2 centimeters. I will be clicking here 2 centimeters. I will be selecting the big box. I will be clicking on the combine or the group. And now if you change okay, you can see that the box is closed from down and it's open from up. Okay, so I hope those manipulations are clear. We all know, since we are teachers, that you cannot keep students without guiding them for the basic manipulations, and after that they will be using their imagination and creativity in order to create different objects. In our curriculum, we've created many idea of objects in 3D that you can explore with your students. But believe me, if you start with the house, if you start with the table, if you start with the empty box as I show you right now, it will be normal for them to continue alone by exploring the different objects. Here, I mean, for example, if you want to take a star, as you can see here, you can rotate it. Let me see, just 1 second. So you can rotate it by 90 degrees. You can turn it also by 90 degrees in order to see if you can place it on. You can make it a little bit small, of course, since it's a little bit big. And then after, you can place it, you can place it on the box, empty box. You can raise it, and you will be making it inside the box. You will transform it to a whole. You select the box, you click on group, and you will see group, and you can see how you've created a box with an engraving star inside. So all those techniques, as you are seeing, are the same. In case you are using a box, a cylinder, a roof, a star, any of the objects that are here, manipulation are the same. And our main target first is to guide our students how to make this manipulation, and then after, to start giving them projects. And believe me, if those projects, you will publish them on your social media network of the school, students will be promoted, they will be happy, And even if you can send us those creation by mentioning the name of the student and the school name, we can publish for you on our social media network in order to share them with all the schools that we are working with. So I believe that those manipulations are fair enough to make you start with this TinkerCad software. And since it's online, and I know most of you now are teaching online, so you can profit from this software to share with your student those skills. I will move in my second presentation to the code block section, which you will be enjoying as much as and even more than the first part. So I will create my code block project, and after that I will create a new design. So here, or this phase will be a second part of the TinkerCAD teaching process. You cannot make the both at the same time. You have to start with the 3D design, the one I've showed you right now, and then after you can move to the code block, where students are asked to create, like in Scratch, blocks. And once those blocks are ready, you will create on run in order to explore the execution of your creation. So here, as I said at the beginning of this webinar, that you have to combine many skills for your students. I mean, math, geometry, measurements, creativity, coding concept and calculation, in order to have this creation. I'll be exploring with you the different categories that you have in this software or in this application. You have the basic shapes, you have the modify shapes, you have the control shape, you have the math, and you have the data, which is a little bit advanced, I mean. So I'll be trying to show you simple manipulation of this program. So I'll be moving, let's say, the repeat 4 times, okay? And then I'll be moving, let's say, a first box, which is the red box. Here, by clicking on the arrow, you can explore the width, the length, the height, the edge, and the edge step, which are not really important. Okay. I'll try to, since it's a while that I did not work with this program, so I'll be exploring it with you again to refresh a little bit my memory. I will be clicking on the move. Okay. The width, I will do it like 5, and I will be clicking on the X in order to make it, I will make it move 5. And once I click on the run, we will explore together what will be happening. So as you can see, it created 4 times the cube and place it at the same place. So here we will be, let's say, add copy of object, select. I'm trying to remember a little bit how to do this part, since I did not prepare it for today. So I'll try to make, like, for example, the Y also. I lost my logic a little bit. Give me just 1 second. Change item. Here I have to excuse me, really excuse me, because I'll tell you that I have COVID like for 3 days, and I'm suffering with my so I'll try to see if I can create sorry, I'm really sorry for that. I will change the color here, but if I will not reach it, I promise that I will be providing another video to show you how to make it. I'm doing so the modify, the move, the rotate. I lost the logic. Honestly, I lost the logic of doing it. So I'll be adding just give me 1 second, and if I will not succeed, as a teacher, I don't have a problem to say that excuse me, like students. So let me see what will happen here. So it's going to the same place. As you can see, it's going to the same place. So admit, I have to find the move. Honestly, I tried the scale. No. I will not make an experimentation right now. I've did it last time, but it seems like I've lost the logic of it. I have to refresh my memory, since it has been like 1 year I did not work with this application. But to tell you that with this application, which is the code block, students will combine all the concept they've learned in the 3D design with the coding system like here, and to create automatic geometric forms that will be generated the moment you click on the run. I will promise you, once I finish this Zoom right now, to prepare you another video and to send you both videos on your email. Actually, it's almost done, since I missed this section. I'll be trying to go through just give me 1 second to search for my stop sharing. Okay, I will be the TinkerCad. I will be taking the link in order copy. So I'll be sending you right now in the chat. It's okay, really appreciate. Thank you. So everyone in the meeting, I'm sending you right now the link to the Google form, where you will be filling your information in order to obtain the certificate of participation. To finish this presentation, I remind you that for those who are not adopting our curriculum or our books, right-click, they can ask Mr. Muhammad Nuruddin will send you right now on the chat his number to contact him in order to ask for samples, in case you want a sample to be to have at your school. I remind you also that we have a digital platform where with the book you can explore all the all the resources like videos, like answer key, lesson plan, extra exercises, and a new module for the quiz that we've finished last week. I'll be asking you if you want to see our tutorials on YouTube. You can subscribe to our channel, youtube.com/. So this channel will give you access to all the webinars that we are animating, in addition to tutorials on different topics. So Rashida, you are asking the link. Which link? Okay, I will stop the recording right now.